Welcome back to Scared Topic. I am OC. Today we got the most deadliest zoo attacks. Let's get it.
Ever wonder what happens when wild animals decide they've had enough of our antics? We're about to explore 5 chilling tales that may make you seriously reconsider taunting caged animals. From thrill seekers chasing viral fame to tourists acting a bit too silly when they should know better, these stories expose the startling consequences of underestimating Mother Nature. Think snapping a risky selfie is worth the likes? These people found out the hard way. It's all fun and games until their annoyed photo partner decides to rewrite the script. Why did a woman think polar bears make for great swimming companions? Why did a lion turn on the very man who raised him? And how did an alligator transform a kid's birthday party into a jaw-dropping event? Well, hang on to your hat as we look at some of the deadliest zoo attacks. Here at How to Survive, we're all about survival, even when it...
And y'all gotta understand, when y'all go to the, like I was told since a kid not to feed the zoo animals, not to mess with them, not to try to pet them, and I stuck by that. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, one time, my first time to the zoo when I was a kid, I tried to feed a lion, and that shit roared. Bro, I disappeared, bro. When that shit roared, I vanished. Poof. My pops was nobody could find me. I was under the table. When that shit roared. And I never, from that experience, I never, ever, just never got close. I wouldn't even touch the cage, the gates. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why y'all people, when y'all go to the zoo and stuff, y'all want to touch the animal or, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. You don't see that every day, but it's dangerous, bro. It's dangerous. You gotta know that.
Surviving the tough demands of being a video creator. Thankfully, you have InVideo AI as your perfect co-pilot and personal sidekick. And now with InVideo AI's you can try InVideo AI for free, but if you want to use its generative capabilities, minutes. If you're already an InVideo user, you can simply go to the add-on section and buy generative seconds. Now back to the show.
Here we go.
Berlin Zoo, boasting the world's most extensive variety of species, is a place where families come to experience the marvels of the animal kingdom. But on April 10th, 2009, those marvels turned into a moment of sheer terror. A 32-year-old woman decided to get an up-close and personal encounter with the zoo's star attraction, the polar bears. Ignoring multiple warning signs and protective barriers, she climbed over a fence, waded through a
And guess what? She did not just think of doing that. She been thought of doing that. That probably been on her bucket list for a minute. I don't know why she went through with it, but she been wanted to do this.
Hedge and scaled a nearly 10-foot high wall to reach the enclosure. It was feeding time, when polar bears are most alert and, frankly, most hungry. As she plunged into the moat that separated the polar bears from the public, they took immediate notice. One approached her with a curious yet predatory gaze. Within seconds, curiosity turned into aggression. The bear lunged, sinking its powerful jaws into her back and arms. Panicked spectators watched in horror, some capturing the ordeal on camera. Zoo staff reacted swiftly. They threw life buoys and extended ladders to distract the bear. Some even used sticks to fend it off. After several tense minutes, they managed to pull the woman to safety. She suffered severe lacerations and bite wounds, but miraculously survived.
Lucky.
Medical experts later stated that if she had remained in the enclosure any longer, the outcome could have been fatal. Polar bears are the largest land carnivores on Earth.
Do you know how lucky she is? Bro, she is lucky as hell. She is lucky as hell. Cause what did she think was gonna happen when she hopped that gate? I don't know what was she thinking, but she wasn't thinking.
With males weighing up to 1,500 pounds and standing over 10 feet tall when on their hind legs. They have a bite force of about 1,200 pounds per square inch. strong enough to crush the skull of a walrus. Their paws, nearly 12 inches wide, help them swim and also deliver deadly blows.
I'll make you a bet. Try Whisper Flow once, just once, and I bet you'll never go back to typing. Next time you open chat.
From 1870 to 2014, there have been 73 recorded polar bear attacks on humans, 20 of them fatal. These apex predators are highly adapted to Arctic life, but climate change is threatening their existence by reducing sea ice. They rely on ice for hunting seals, their primary food source. Zoos play a crucial role in conservation efforts, providing safe environments for breeding programs and educating the public about these magnificent creatures. However,
the fucked up thing is when global warming really started affecting us, like it's already affecting us, but when it really, and we could actually like physically see how bad it's affecting us, they gonna get it first. They gonna get it first. The polar bears, they gonna get it first.
Humans invade their space, it not only endangers us, but can also lead to harmful consequences for the animals. Stressful interactions can cause behavioral issues and may force zoos to make difficult decisions regarding the animal's future. Here's a survival tip for you. Never, and I mean never, climb over barriers at a zoo.
Ever.
They're there for a reason, to protect you and the animals. Animals in captivity act on instinct, not emotion. Better stick.
And why do that when you can just go on a safari trip? Just go on a tour, take a safari tour. That way you could see the animal without the cages, you know, and get the nice photo shot you want to get. You know what I'm saying? That's way more safer than trying to get up close in person and touch the animal. That's the closest you can get of being in a environment where you feel like the animal is like, you know, and it's true at its true potential, at its best. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to see. Cause I don't get it. Why would you want to go pet something that could eat you alive?
Kiddie pool next time. Sometimes even highly trained wild animals turn on their owners. And in Mike Hodge's case, it was a risk he was willing to take. Mike Hodge, a British wildlife park owner, had spent years caring for lions, believing he shared an unbreakable bond with them. In 2018, that belief was tragically tested. One morning, Mike noticed a strange odor near the lion enclosures, a smell that could potentially...
Mike, you are not Dr. Dolittle. You are not him. No one is. Now, the thing about these things is, it don't matter if you grew it from a cub. These things have built-in instincts to kill. And they did just like you might have a diabetic DNA. So you gotta watch what you eat, cause it's fast. You'll get diabetes faster than the usual. It's like that with them. They have built, their DNA has killing in it. Its instinct is to kill. So the simplest thing can trigger that in their DNA, and they'll kill your ass. So play around. You heard? Play. F around and find out. You heard? Mess around and find out.
Concerned, he decided to investigate. Entering the enclosure alone, he thought he could quickly resolve the issue. Shamba, a 10-year-old male lion weighing over 550 pounds, sensed something was off. Lions have an acute sense of smell, and unfamiliar scents can trigger territorial or defensive reactions. As Mike turned his back to Shamba, the lion saw an opportunity. In a heartbeat, Shamba charged, leaping onto Mike and grabbing him by the neck. The powerful predator dragged him toward the bushes, his jaws exerting a bite force of around 650 pounds per square inch. Onlookers screamed in terror, some capturing the horrifying scene on video. It took staff members firing several warning shots into the air before Shamba was startled enough to release Mike. He was rushed to the hospital with severe injuries, including fractures and deep lacerations, but he survived after multiple surgeries.
Lucky.
Tragically, Shamba was euthanized following the incident,
Damn.
sparking debates about animal welfare and human responsibility. So what?
See, and y'all animal lovers, y'all be the ones that be killing the animals too. It's not just the poachers. It's not just the poachers. We don't like the poachers. I don't like them. Cause I don't want you killing the animals. You know what I'm saying? And selling their skin. So I don't like the poachers. But they're not the only one that's doing damage to the animals too, because you animal lovers, y'all are so obsessed with the animals, and I get it. You're fascinated, but we all are. But you so fascinated and obsessed with the animal that you would put the animal, you would put yourself in danger, and now the animal is in danger too, because people gotta rescue you. So the only way they could rescue you is killing the animal. Now, how many times that happened? Countless. Countless. So the poachers is not the only one. Y'all animal lovers, y'all love the animals, but y'all gotta respect them. Give them their privacy. Give them their space. You heard? Just do that. Do that for them so they could survive. You want them to survive, right? You want them to be good.
The lion snap. Experts suggest that the unfamiliar smell and Mike's turned back, a sign of vulnerability, triggered Shamba's natural predatory instincts. Even lions raised in captivity retain their natural behaviors.
Yeah.
Lions are majestic creatures.
See what I mean? See what I'm saying? It's in their DNA. That's basically what he's saying. It's in their DNA. So even if they raised as, a pet, it's still in their DNA for them to just switch. And it's not their fault. Again, it's not their fault when they do switch and kill somebody, because they are wild animals that are made to do so. That's what they do. Their whole life is involved with just sleep, hunt, fuck, sleep, hunt. I'm not even gonna say the F word. I'm gonna say sleep, hunt, sex. Sleep, hunt, sex, and kill. Kill they what do you call those? Their competitions.
Referred to as the king of beasts. They can run at speeds up to 50 miles per hour in short bursts and have retractable claws up to 1.5 inches long. Their roars can be heard up to 5 miles away. Every year, approximately 250 people are killed by lions.
Damn.
Lions are classified as vulnerable due to habitat loss and conflicts with humans. Wildlife reserves aim to protect them, but incidents like this highlight the complexities of human-animal interactions. Here's a survival tip. Never enter a big cat enclosure alone and unarmed.
Like, what are you thinking?
Always follow safety protocols and be aware of the animal's body language. Remember, they are not pets. Had a lion.
And sometimes their body language is hard to understand, because a simple growl might sound like they ready to eat you when they just yawning, or they just stretching, or they just they just making noises. You know what I'm saying? They don't even mean no harm, and you might take it as fear, and they sense that fear, and now they on your ass. So that's why you shouldn't do it in the first place, because it's unpredictable.
Ed, no thanks.
They
My house cat already thinks he's the boss.
Unpredictable.
If you want to learn more about wildcats, check out our other video where we ranked some of the deadliest kitties in the world. And be sure to like and subscribe for more amazing survival stories. In the autumn of 2017, a routine day at the Kaliningrad Zoo in Russia turned into a fight.
Do me a favor, y'all. If y'all made it this far in my video, just please, you know what I'm saying, just help your boy get to 1,000 subscribers. drop a subscribe and a like. You know what I'm saying? If you made it this far.
Survival for one unsuspecting zookeeper. The experienced keeper entered the tiger enclosure to deliver food, believing Typhoon, a male Siberian tiger, was secured in his holding pen. Due either to miscommunication or oversight, Typhoon was still in the enclosure. Within moments, the 450-pound tiger spotted her. Before she could react, he pounced, knocking her to the ground with a force that could shatter bones. Visitors watched in sheer terror, but instead of standing by, they acted heroically. They shouted, clapped, and threw anything they could find, including stones, branches, even a table to distract Typhoon. The commotion confused him, momentarily breaking his focus and allowing the keeper to escape into a safe area. She suffered multiple injuries, including deep bite wounds and scratches, but thankfully survived after receiving immediate medical attention.
Okay. Y'all gotta be careful, man. When y'all own these pets, when y'all wanna own these lions, tigers, and bears as pets, y'all gotta really watch what y'all doing. Like, y'all gotta really be on your game, bro. Because the simplest mistake you make could be the end of your life, bro. It's like working in a friggin' factory or something, bro. The simplest mistake can cost your life. You know what I'm saying? So take heed of that, man. Because if she would have took proper precautions in what she was doing, that wouldn't have happened. She left the gate unlocked or something like that. That's what caused the lion to be the tiger to still be in there with her. If they would have locked the gate, he would have never been able to be in there with her.
Investigation revealed that she had failed to follow the standard protocol to ensure a gate was securely locked. A simple yet critical mistake with nearly fatal consequences. Siberian tigers are the largest big cats, capable of reaching lengths up to 10.5 feet and weighing over 700 pounds. They can leap distances of up to 20 feet and have night vision 6 times better than humans. There are fewer than 500 Siberian tigers left in the wild, making them critically endangered. Habitat loss due to deforestation and poaching for their fur and body parts are their biggest threat. Incidents like this highlight the importance of strict safety protocols to protect both humans and animals. If you find yourself between a tiger and a hard place, here's a survival tip. Distraction can be a lifesaver. In the rare event of a big cat attack, loud noises and sudden movements may divert the animal's attention, but the best strategy is prevention. Always follow the zoo's safety guidelines.
You know what they say, prevention is better than cure. Prevention is better than cure. If you never heard that before, and I'm pretty sure you did, but if you didn't, now you did. And keep that. Keep it. That's from me to you. What the hell?
It's easy to be forgetful from time to time, but if you're responsible for feeding a tiger and forget to lock the door, well, that's just asking for trouble. That's a door you double check, triple check, or even get someone else to check. Now, where did I put my phone? The pursuit of the perfect selfie can lead people to do outrageous things. But in 2019, one woman's quest for likes nearly cost her everything. Visiting the Wildlife World Zoo in Arizona, she spotted a black jaguar resting near the edge of its enclosure, a prime photo opportunity. Ignoring the clear warning signs and a 3-foot barrier designed to keep guests at a safe distance, she stepped over to get closer. As she turned her back to the enclosure for the selfie, the jaguar saw the intrusion as a threat. In a split second, it reached through the metal fencing with its powerful paw, claws extended, and grabbed her arm.
Damn.
Her screams echoed through the zoo. Nearby visitors rushed to help. One man distracted the jaguar by pushing a water bottle through the fence, causing it to release its grip. They pulled her away, her arm covered with deep gashes that would require stitches, but were not life-threatening. The woman later returned to the zoo to apologize, acknowledging her mistake.
Even though it seemed like that was just a little minor situation, Bro, she could have died. That thing could have split her artery. That thing could have split, like, right here. If the vein, right, it's a vein right here. That's an artery, I think. If that shit gets split, you can die. You can bleed out and die. And that claw is deep enough to do that. That thing's claw is deep enough to do so. So she got lucky.
Who confirmed that the jaguar would not be euthanized, emphasizing that the animal was not at fault.
The jaguar will not be euthanized. We do not hold the jaguar responsible for what happened.
Jaguars are the...
Thank you. Thank you. Now y'all learning. Now y'all learning. Let these people learn, bro. Let them learn. You want to be a dumbass and go feed yourself to an animal. Go ahead. Go ahead. You see the amount of warning you get not to do it, and you still go do it. I can't stop you. No one can. Not even God can.
Largest cats in the Americas, weighing up to 250 pounds. They have a powerful bite capable of piercing turtle shells and crushing skulls. Their jaws exert a force of around 1,500 pounds per square inch. Unfortunately, jaguars are classified as near threatened due to habitat loss
and poaching. I bet you. I bet you.
And poaching. Here's a survival tip, and this one should be obvious. Respect the zoo's boundaries. Barriers are there to protect everyone. No photo is worth endangering yourself or causing stress to an animal. Mess around and find out. That jaguar did not care about your follower count. And next time, maybe use the zoom feature. And now for our final story. If you're planning your kid's birthday and you're thinking of bringing a cold-blooded predator to the party, consider yourself warned. Imagine a child's birthday party with all the trimmings, balloons, cake, and an alligator? At Scales and Tails, Utah, that's part of the attraction.
That is actually pretty cool, because I would want an alligator at my party. What? You crazy? It's just that you wouldn't want to bring a mature alligator. You know what I'm saying? A little baby alligator is fine. That's good enough. I'll be amazed. What the fuck? I would be amazed. A baby alligator? Yes. But a mature alligator? Shit, you asking for trouble. You asking.
But in August 2021, this celebration took an unexpected turn. Handler Lindsay Bull was demonstrating how to feed an 8-foot, 150-pound alligator named Darth Gator. All seemed routine until the alligator clamped down on her hand and initiated a death roll, a maneuver used to subdue prey. In an instant, Lindsay was pulled into the tank, her arm twisted and trapped in the alligator's jaws. Parents and children watched in horror, some recording the incident. Without hesitation, Donnie Wiseman, a guest at the party, leaped into action. Climbing onto the alligator's back, he applied pressure, attempting to immobilize it. Lindsay, keeping remarkably calm, instructed him on how to help her escape. After a tense struggle, she managed to free her hand and was pulled to safety. A few moments later, Donnie was able to jump off the gator's back and scramble out of the tank with only a few scratches. Lindsay sustained injuries that included multiple fractures and a severed tendon, but later expressed gratitude toward Donnie.
Yeah, alligator teeth is not that sharp, but bruh, that shit will crush the shit out your bones. So it might not like tear your ligament or your you know what I'm saying, your body. It might not tear your limb off, but if it twists, it will tear your limb off. That's why it twists, because the teeth is not sharp enough to cut. But that shit will crush your bones, so it's like you won't have any bones. You won't have any bones.
Even with a lot of training, it takes a lot of courage to get in there and do that. And I mean, he did not hesitate.
And even affection for Darth Gator, acknowledging that he was simply acting on instinct. American alligators can weigh up to 1,000 pounds and grow over 13 feet long.
That's a truck.
They have a bite force of nearly 3,000 pounds per square inch, one of the strongest in the animal kingdom. Their powerful tails can propel them up to 20 miles per hour in the water. Despite their fearsome reputation, deadly alligator attacks on humans are rare. From 1948 to 2021, there have only been 26 fatal.
Because people know to stay the fuck away from them things. Shit, and I'm glad y'all do. I'm glad y'all do. Stay the fuck away from these things, bro.
Attacks in the US.
Continue to
And
do
most
so.
of them happened in Florida. We did a whole episode about the dangers of the Sunshine State, so check that out before you plan your next vacation there. Survival tip: if you ever find yourself in an alligator's grip, fight back by targeting sensitive areas like the eyes and snout.
Yep.
If you witness an attack, only intervene if it's safe and you have some knowledge of how to handle the situation. An alligator at a kid's party? That's one party favor I'd rather skip. Stick to magicians and clowns, maybe? These stories serve as powerful reminders of the respect and caution we must exercise around wild animals. Whether behind zoo enclosures or in their natural habitats, these creatures are governed by instincts honed over millions of years.
Yes.
Our interactions can have unintended consequences, not just for us, but for the animals as well. Stress, behavioral changes, and even euthanasia can result from incidences caused by human negligence. Perhaps it's time we rethink how we engage with animals like the ones we feature today. Admiration doesn't require intrusion. Education shouldn't mean endangerment. Remember, when we ignore the laws of nature, we're not just putting ourselves at risk, we're jeopardizing the very creatures we aim to protect. Stay curious, stay safe, and always respect the wild. And speaking of...
Yeah, man. Like he said, stay safe and respect the wild. Always respect the wild. And like I said before, I know when y'all go on you know, your zoo trips and you want to get a little close up, think, bro. Think before you do that. You could lose your life. That close up can cost you your life. Cost you your life. So you might get, you know, 1 million likes on that photo, but you might not even be alive to enjoy it. Know what I'm saying? So just think before you do that. And owning these pets, make sure y'all take caution with everything. Feeding, bathing, grooming, everything, bro. Make sure you take precaution with all of that if you value your life. Cause I know somewhere in the world someone is bathing a fucking elephant right now. Someone is sleeping with a damn hyena. Someone is walking a friggin' kangaroo. So I know y'all animal lovers and animal obsessors, y'all are not gonna stop being who you are. Just have a little more caution and respect, you know, and do it more safer. Don't be jumping the zoo gate. It's dumb. It's Scare Topic, and I hope everybody enjoyed the video. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, drop a comment. I do comment. I do reply to every comment. I try to reply to every comment. So, and if I don't reply to you right away, I will get to you. So yeah, and I hope everybody's day's been going good. Day's going great. You know, think positive. You do positive things. Stay blessed. Have a good night. Have a good morning if it's morning where you at. And I'm out of here.